Hello again, James here with a quick review and shout out to an RPG retailer that I think is well worth looking into. Now, if you're like me, I like to get my role-playing books in perfect mint condition. Now, maybe this is a defect in my character, or maybe this is just how I am. But if you are like me and you hate getting your books with bent corners and ripped pages and other things like that from retailers like Amazon or Barnes and Noble or such things like that, then you may want to consider a company called Noble Knight Games, and I'll be including their link to their website in the description below. As an example of comparison, shall we say, between the two companies that I've mentioned so far, I just placed an order from Barnes & Noble. I got Anne of the Abyss for 5th edition D&D and the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. Now, I expected them to arrive maybe a little dinged up because, I got a discount with Barnes & Noble, so that's why I bought them that way. Anyway, the point is that I got them and one of them had pages ripped out and the other one was bent and the spine was ripped up. And of course, their package with one tiny little airbag and nothing else around them in a box that's about 50 times too big. So lots of problems there. Long and the short of it is, won't be doing that again. Now, for comparison, say, Noble Knight Games. Absolutely night and day difference. There are multiple shipping options from them, but and some of them they specify that if you choose that option, then they can't guarantee what result will happen. I purchased something from them and I didn't read that, and I got the book and it was damaged, and so I wrote to them and said, hey, sorry about that, and then they wrote back to me, sent me a new book, and ended up giving me credit on my account there. That was my fault, and that's how they responded to it. I've purchased other books from them. When you purchase the book, you're allowed to write a little note about, please send this here or whatever. What I ended up writing was, please, wrap this up in as much brown paper as possible. My postman likes to destroy things. And they do. They'll wrap it up. Every book comes in a plastic sleeve already, and then they wrap them up in brown paper if you ask for it. And so far, not a single book has arrived damaged, not a single book bent, not a single page ripped. And yeah, I would highly recommend them. Not only are they a great company to get your books from in mint condition, but they also have got a huge selection, not only of RPG, books, but also games, board games, miniatures, dice, that sort of thing. And they're always having a sale of some kind. If you sign up for their monthly or possibly weekly newsletter, it will tell you what new games, what new books they've got in stock. And if they've got a game that if they've got a game listed that you don't see available right now, you can write to them and ask them whether it's coming in again. What else can I say about them? Yeah, absolutely brilliant service. Would highly recommend them. Definitely worth looking into. So, till next time, this is James with Minor Illusion.